Welcome, my friends. Welcome to Break Room Yoga and my outdoor break room. Thank you for joining me today. Today we're going to do an asana or a pose, and it's called Child's Pose, Balasana. This pose in particular is one of rest and relaxation. Just like a child might need to pause or rest after they've been overstimulated, we're going to allow our bodies, this will be a physical pose to allow our bodies to rest and recharge. We use this pose in the yoga community either before a practice is beginning so that you can get centered and get focused and maybe draw a caring intention for yourself before you start a yoga practice. Or you could do it between some more challenging poses as a way to rest, or you could do it at the end of your practice. For Child's Pose today, just realize every body is different. So a feeling of rest and relaxation for my body is going to be different from your body, because that's the beauty of all of us. We're all different, and thank goodness for that. So find your level of comfort as you join me in this practice today. I'm going to give you a couple of options on how to do this in a seated position. You are able, if you can or want to, do this at home on the floor, on a mat. You can come to this pose in that manner if you would like. But assuming you're in a break room or maybe working, we're going to go ahead with this seated asana, Child's Pose. There are some props that I'm going to share, and I've got some two different types of blocks here, a foam and a cork block. I'm going to mention that. If you don't have blocks, something else that you could grab or use is maybe a box if you're in the hospital. Sometimes these boxes are pretty plentiful, so you could grab a box too, and I'll explain how to use that. Also, if you're home, you could use a pillow and have that available for some different props. So we're going to start, as I said, in a seated position in your comfortable chair. Watch your body alignment. We're going to be seated with first we'll do our feet together. If you're more comfortable with your feet apart, that's perfectly fine. The beautiful ground, the aina, the earth, is below us. If you feel like, because we are going to be bending forward at the waist and resting on our thighs, if it is more comfortable for you to have your legs separated, that's perfectly fine. Something else you could do is raise the earth up, and that's where your blocks or your boxes could come in, maybe a step stool. These are just some ideas. So if I used a block, so let me just use this cork right here. You could put one on underneath either foot, make sure it's stable, and then that would raise your legs up on either side. Let me put one right here. So as you come forward, it may not be as much pressure on your hips when you move forward into this Child's Pose. So that's available to you. So look at what you have around your home or in your break room. On the nursing unit, maybe, that would be available if you need to raise the earth, the beautiful aina, up. But I'm going to go ahead and keep my feet on the ground. So again, you could be as wide as you want for your legs. We are going to lean forward. That's where the pillow could come in. If you feel like you can't get down too far, this is where the pillow, and I'm going to be turning when I demonstrate this, but I just want to show you, this is where the pillow can come in, or some other prop where you could lean forward and maybe hold this pillow as your head and gently support your head as you come into this resting pose. So that would be available to you as an additional prop. Okay, so I'm going to turn my chair so that you can see me from the side, and I'm going to demonstrate two different types of Child's Pose. One will be just directly in this chair, and then the second I'll move and use this other chair here to support our arms. The arms I'm just going to have behind me in a relaxed state, but when I move to using this chair as support, my arms will be in front and I'll have the pillow underneath me. So let me move and get set up here. So I invite you to get set up in your Child's Pose for what's comfortable. My feet will be together, and I'm going to inhale, and on the exhale I'm going to come forward and I'll do 3 rounds of breaths. Each exhale I'm going to go deeper into this relaxing pose for my body, and my head will be supported by my knees and my arms will be beside me. Inhale, exhale, 3 rounds of breaths down. Inhale up, together. Now I'm going to do 3 rounds of breaths using this chair as a support. I'll put the pillow here. My hands are going to come forward and I'll do 3 rounds of breaths. Actually, I'll go up and lean forward. 3 rounds of breaths as you're relaxing your shoulders and your arms, and your head is supported by your pillow. Inhale, come together. Thank you for connecting your inner light with me today. Namaste.